Hi everyone, I'm Shelly and you're watching There's No Place Like Home. I'm back with another video, and in today's video I am going to show you how I navigate Bible Hub, which may not be how you do it, but as a low-tech person, this is the easiest way that I do it. So when I just Googled Bible Hub, which I never just Google Bible Hub, the website itself came up, which is very different from how I see it when I look things up. So I'm seeing this screen for the first time. I do have the Bible Hub app on my phone, but I have never seen this on my phone either, and it just goes to show you how little I explore it. Now, one thing that I do like about this home screen, which again I haven't explored very much, is that you can just type in words. If you go to Strong's, you can type in words that you want to find out what they mean. Like if you want to know what genos means, then it will take you right to genos. The way that I was doing it, I would have to look up an entire verse that I knew had that word in it so that I could then go to the word itself. And I'll show you how because I still find that to be the easiest, because a lot of times if I'm looking up the Greek or Hebrew translation of a word, then I already know what verse I'm talking about. So anyway, but the Hebrew search, let's see, we'll look up Toledah, and if we go to the Hebrew, and it will tell you what Toledah means. Okay, now, so with that being said, I encourage you, I'm not going to go too much over this homepage here on the website, because this is not what I typically see, although I might end up exploring it at some point. This is how I do it, all right? Because someone asked how I do it. So what I will usually do is type in whatever verse I'm looking for. Matthew 24:34. A lot of times if I don't even know what the scriptural citation is, I will just type a few words of the verse and it will come up. And then I will scroll down until I find the Bible Hub verse. Now, a lot of times it might say Bible Hub commentary. And if I'm not looking for commentary, which I'm usually not, then I will just type Matthew 24:34 hub, and then it'll be the actual verse that shows up. But normally it will be the verse that shows up. So I just click on it, and then it takes you right away to all of the parallel verses that I usually show you. Now, a lot of times I will show you the translations for the words. So what I will typically do is go to the Greek, and then that is where you will find each Greek translation of the word. Now, say if I get down here to generation and I see it's Genea, and I see that it's Strong's 1074, I can click on that, and then that will take me to the Englishman's Concordance, which you can scroll down and see all the different ways that the word Genea is translated in other verses. But what I usually do is I will come up here then and click on Strong's, because that is where I will find not only all of the definitions of the word, but same thing as what you saw on the page before this. It will still show you, it's still the Englishman's Concordance, and it will still show you all of the different ways that the word is translated. Now, say if you don't, say that you know that you're looking for this specific verse, but you don't know what the actual number of it is, but you know that it's in Matthew 24. So and also up here, I didn't show you this. You can click on the translation that you want. Now, just to show you, if you were just watching, I was on Matthew 24:34. All I did was click on ESV, and it took me just to the whole chapter, okay? Because you can either have the whole chapter or specific verses. Obviously, you're not going to be able to have parallel chapters next to each other like you do with the verses with the different translations. But this is still handy. And then you could skim through the chapter, and then you could find the one that you're looking for. Like, oh, there it is. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things take place. So then you can click on the verse number, and then it will take you to where I just was. It is really very simple. Again, the way that I do it is very simple. I'm sure that the the website itself with all of this fancy stuff is probably handy, but I do things very simply. I prefer to keep things simple. So that's what I do. I just type the verse into whatever search bar, DuckDuckGo, Google, whatever, find it, go to Bible Hub, and then go right to the verse. Unless if I don't know it, then I will say, for example, if I'm looking for this verse, and you are a chosen race, in which Peter says that, but I'm like, I don't know where that is. So I'll type in, you are, as you can see, I already typed it in before. And so right here, Bible Hub is the first one that shows up. Then I click on that, same thing. And I can say, oh, look, there's the word race. And what word is that? And then go down to find which word it is. For you are a chosen people. It says people here, but it's the word that means race, genos. So I can just do the same thing. And that's what I do. I just type in the verse, find, and then click on it for Bible Hub, and then just go right to the parallel verses. Now, a lot of times I will also want to look up cross-references. Now, the nice thing about doing it on the computer and not the app on my phone is that the cross-references show up right here, right next to these parallel verses. You can look up the cross-references that are listed for Bible Hub. So, for example, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And then I'm just going to go down to a shorter one. Revelation 5:10, you have made them to be a kingdom and priests to serve our God, and they will reign upon the earth. So it's nice to have those cross references there. If you keep scrolling down, it will show you commentaries and everything. But if you want to make it faster, you could just click here. I've never used audio, but the cross references, if you click on that, it just takes you right to the cross references. If you click on, say you want a commentary for it, then it will take you right to the commentary. If you want study, like if you want study Bible on it, you just click on study. I don't use the study and the commentary very much. But sometimes I will look up, for example, cloud use. The use of the word cloud in scripture. I've already looked up studies on the word cloud. But in that case too, now there's probably an easier way that you could do, because I would just click Bible Hub and then cloud, and then it would take me to a study on the word cloud. But here, yeah, topical. Actually, I wonder if there's one up here too. See, I'm learning too. Topical. Oh, and that's, I just want to see if it works if I type in cloud here. Okay, yeah, and then if you click on topical Bible, it will tell you different things about what clouds signify in the scriptures. So that's really neat. Another thing that I want to show you, besides the Strong's, let me just go back to the, okay. Besides the Strong's, you could also click on the interlinear, and that will show you right underneath the Greek. Truly I say to you that no, not will have passed away the generation this until all these things shall have taken place. So obviously the interlinear is directly from the Greek, so the word order is different. But a lot of times you will find different things in the interlinear than you do in the Strong's. Sometimes I'll be looking for a specific word that somebody said was in a verse, and I look at Strong's and it doesn't show up, and then I'll click on interlinear and there it is. So I don't know why that happens, but it does. There's also a lexicon here. You can look that up too. You know, very similar to Strong's, and it tells you where each of these words is in Strong's. So, but it tells you the word, it's Genea, tells you the definition, and then the origin. And again, if you click on the number, it will take you right to the word in Strong's. So I don't know if this was helpful for you or not, but someone asked me to show how I navigate Bible Hub, and honestly, I just learned just by clicking on things like, oh, what's this mean? And then I just click on it, and I just got used to it now because I typically do the same thing. I typically use it for, I like to look up the parallel verses. I like that it gives context for the verse that you looked up. I like that right here are the cross references, and I like that I can click right on it and go to Strong's, or sorry, not Strong's, to the Greek, or I could go to, this is the lexicon, the interlinear. So I probably confused you even more, but I don't know. That's how I do it. But anyway, that's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. And if you like my work and would like to become a channel member, I will leave a link in the description box for that as well. Or you can just click on it right on my channel page. And I hope you have a great day.